Voilà qui est déjà bien mieux. Bonsoir tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez bien et bienvenue dans ce troisième épisode de la 2.1 de Genshin Impact. Oui, où la dernière fois, Teppei est mort. Oh là 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 là. La tristesse. On a découvert Scaramuccia
We're
aussi.
gonna do it here?
Scaraccia.
And what's this mechanism for?
Enfin bon, bref, on a découvert le sixième exécuteur des Fatsui, Scaraccia, ou Scaramuccia, je sais plus trop comment il s'appelle. On a découvert que les armes secrètes de l'armée révolutionnaire, c'était les œils maléfiques, ce qui a fait de gros dégâts dans l'armée révolutionnaire. Teppei, le capitaine des harengs, de la première escouade des harengs, est mort également de vieillesse, là ça. Notre perso est parti dans la fabrique des œils maléfiques, des yeux maléfiques, et a foutu un gros bordel là-dedans, dans une colère noire, haineuse, bref, absolument sublime, que j'ai beaucoup apprécié, notamment la mise en scène. Allez voir le dernier épisode de ça. Et du coup, on est parti pour la suite, parce que là, on a été sauvé par Yai Miko, qui est la grande prêtresse Gucci, je crois, qui est le renard. Et elle nous a révélé que, que la Shogun qu'on avait déjà rencontrée, c'était une marionnette, en fait, une simple marionnette avec à l'intérieur d'elle l'esprit de Ei, la véritable archon électron. Bref, et là on est parti se faire une session d'entraînement pour affronter la Shogun, la marionnette. Bref, à quoi sert ce mécanisme? Bonne idée. Bonne
Think
question.
of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my
Oh,
own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined.
ouais, mais ça j'ai dit.
It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big help, don't you think?
Ah oui,
The
mais
aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
très bien. Terminer l'entraînement anti-Shogun. Oh. Aïe. Oh putain. Ah putain, je me suis fait toucher. Allez, 2-3. Ok. Oh putain.
Let the show begin.
Comme j'ai pas envie de crever. Oh putain. Défi échoué. Ok, alors cette fois je me ferai pas avoir. D'accord, on est limité. Ok. Ok. Ok, c'est bon. On recule, on recule, on recule, on recule. C'est bon. Un, deux, trois. Cette fois je me ferai pas avoir. Ok. Je vais lui avoir encore.
Wingblade!
Ok. C'est bon. Fou. Défi terminé. Très bien. Alors, on va activer le défi final. Waouh. Ok, ok. Ah merde. Ok, c'est bon. Normalement, celui-là, je devais me le bouffer. Ça, c'est... Ok, non, j'étais assez éloigné. Hop, hop, hop. C'est bon, je devrais être safe. Je suis safe, c'est bon. Défi terminé. Le défi ultime. Très bien. Bon. Eh ben... Victoire. Je suis fier de moi. J'ai réussi les deux.
What a workout!
Et tout. Non, c'était assez tendu. C'était assez tendu.
So how come you know so much about the Raiden
Mais
Shogun?
oui, oui, ça c'est une question que je me posais. Comment ça se fait?
You mean me?
Oui.
Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's servant.
Non, 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 non.
Like Devalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
Oh, non. D'accord, oui, c'est un... Plus une amie qu'un serviteur. D'accord.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form.
Oh, j'aimerais voir ça, ça c'est sûr.
In your dreams.
Oh. Mais...
Aw.
Bah ouais.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore.
Et moi, nous voyons.
Wouldn't you say?
Oui, j'imagine que
A
c'est pas
nation
normal.
to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis.
Oui,
At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on.
D'accord.
You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal.
Ouais, il y a des chances que
By
ce soit
neither
illusoire.
saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least.
Non, c'est trop unilatéral.
Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost.
Ah, mais là, c'est le prochain.
I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal servant is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko. You sound like a really great friend.
C'est clair.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being?
Oh, putain, même les adeptes sont plus chaleureux que toi, quoi. Casse pas les couilles.
Anyway,
Et
that's
pourtant,
enough
ils
chit-chat.
casse-couilles.
Time for anti-Raiden Shogun training phase 2.
Très bien.
There's a part 2?
Bah oui, j'imagine. Allez, fais péter la phase 2.
Wingblade. On, reveal thyself.
Ah, il faut que j'esquive ses coups en même temps que je le fasse. Paf. D'accord, ok. Ah, j'ai plus d'endu. Putain, la surge. D'accord, ok. Ok, je regrette de pas avoir mon bureau là.
Let the show be. Take flight. Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
D'accord. Putain, ça va être compliqué là. Ok.
We're finally done. How did we do?
Non, je me suis fait toucher
You
trop de
did
fois.
quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
J'aurais dû refaire
So, do you
une vague.
think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
Non, je pense pas. Pour ma part, je pense
How
pas.
do I put this? You are no match for her at all.
Merci pour ton honnêteté.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
Non, pas nécessairement.
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you?
Non, non, non.
Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances?
Les deux seuls suffisamment capables dans cette armée sont Goro et Kokomi. Mais c'est les deux seuls. Enfin, c'est une divinité, ils ont aucune chance. Ils sont clairement pas de taille.
You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open
C'est ça.
battle. But when they face the Raiden Shogun herself,
Enfin, c'est une divinité, ils y arriveront jamais.
considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
Ouais.
I don't mean to belittle them. On the contrary, it is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious.
Ah, d'accord. Oui, je vois. Ils ont quand même continué à garder cette volonté malgré la perte de leur œil divin.
In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful.
Quoi qu'il en soit, c'est quoi le plan?
Goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive
No.
today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami
No.
Shrine.
Bon, bref.
All of a sudden, you're entertaining guests? Hyman's really struggling to understand how you work.
Bah tiens, bon, quoi qu'il en soit, retournons au sanctuaire. Oh, et en plus, c'est de nuit, je suis arrivé pile de nuit. L'entraînement a duré toute une journée, hein, quand même. Oh, je suis vraiment
Okay,
content.
we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time.
D'accord.
Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Don't know. What is it?
C'est quoi? Bon, affaiblir la volonté de la Shogun, je
You
crois.
must understand the situation you are facing.
C'est affaiblir la volonté de la
The
Shogun.
Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity.
Karamuchia, c'est ça. En tout cas, oui, en tout cas, ils nous l'ont confirmé, ça, il nous l'a confirmé.
Yes. This is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryo Commission from the outset.
Oh, affaiblir les commissions, peut-être, les commissions économiques et administratives. La commission culturelle, c'est Ayako qui en fait partie, Et elle est contre tout ce décret, elle lutte contre ça. D'ailleurs, Thomas a failli perdre son œil divin suite à ça. Donc, d'accord, ok. La commission affaiblir non pas l'esprit de la Shogun en premier, mais les deux commissions qui la servent aveuglément.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Et effectivement, la commission économique a travaillé le shogunat depuis longtemps, ils pensent qu'à leur cul, ça, il n'y a même pas à chipoter. Cela, on peut s'en foutre. Par contre, la commission administrative est beaucoup plus importante puisqu'elle est de mèche avec les fatouis, et ça se sait. On sait que le chef de la commission administrative a rencontré une femme. On peut très bien penser à Signora. Donc, à mon avis, il faut abattre en priorité la commission administrative.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed.
Du calme.
Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusions from the shadows.
Oui, mais je pense que l'économique, ils s'en foutent un peu, ils veulent juste se faire du fric en fait. Donc,
Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
non, il faut affaiblir les commissions.
What should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryo Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryo Commission has rebelled already.
Ah oui, la fille du chef, je crois.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryo Commission.
Oh.
If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun.
Et qui est cette personne?
I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today.
Sarah?
She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Sarah?
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest.
Oh merde.
Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters. Seize her!
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Bien joué.
Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
Oh,
All of you outside.
bien.
As you wish.
Eh ben dis donc.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too.
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
Oh.
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees.
Bien.
And your
ben voilà.
masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission, They're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
Bien.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the shogunate?
Tout à fait.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji Yae, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day.
J'ai des
Ever
doutes.
since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days, and I will show you the evidence.
Bien.
As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
Oh là 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 là.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo clan. Also, she will have to come with me.
Bah tiens.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
3 jours. Tiens donc.
That was so scary. Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Kujosara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go? Or...
Oh.
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her.
D'accord.
Not
Je vois
entirely
ce qu'elle veut faire.
unexpected.
Elle veut nous envoyer directement dans la gueule du loup, mais pour buter le loup de l'intérieur, en
As
fait.
plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Tout à
Okay,
fait.
but what are we gonna do though? We only have 3 days.
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
Oh, la professionnelle. Qui est-ce? Oh, le panda. La panda, c'était une amie de Guji. Et oh, d'accord. Bon. Hop. Hop, je continue de la pexer, hein, de toute façon, j'ai pas bien le choix. Allons-y. Trouvez la personne dont Miko a parlé. Blop, 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 blop. Putain, je me noie comme un... Ah, c'est Sayou! C'est Sayou!
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before. Not a Tanuki. I'm a Mujina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth. Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very professional at all.
Oh, du calme.
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Oh,
Wow, a ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja transformation techniques? Anyway, what's the Shumatsuban?
oui,
It
bonne
belongs
question.
to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato.
Oh. Alors, Kamisato Ayato, c'est le frère d'Ayaka.
Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities. Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal.
Oh,
It
oh.
would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
Oui, évidemment.
You make it sound so simple, but
Quel genre de preuve?
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. All right then. I'll indulge you with a little more information. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to.
La commission culturelle.
Now you're following me.
D'accord, je
The
vois.
Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiu Matsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back the evidence in good time.
D'accord, je vois ce qu'il veut. D'accord, ok. Rendez-vous au salon de thé Komori. Bah oui, évidemment. D'accord. Effectivement, on est en ville, donc... Oui. Non, alors... Normalement, effectivement, nous sommes en ville, donc on n'est pas censé... On galère un peu à avancer. Normalement, sauf que pour la fluidité du jeu, ils ont fait en sorte que... Eh ben... il n'y ait pas trop de garde, ça va. Ils ont été cool sur ce sujet, ça va, c'est cool.
Toma, you there? It's us. We're back.
Ah, il est là, notre Thomas. Salut, mon grand.
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Pas
Not
tout
just
à
yet.
fait.
We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss?
Tout à
I'll get
fait.
someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
Merci. Ah, et en plus, il est arrivé.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met.
Tout
I
à fait.
understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now, but not once has the Shogun ever inquired about it.
Il contrôlerait les
I used to
informations.
think that she simply didn't care, but looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's reports to the Shogun. What do you mean?
Il falsifie
The
l'information.
Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing.
Et ouais, voilà.
Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision.
Évidemment.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki.
Évidemment.
It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
Logique.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
Ce serait pas notre première fois, effectivement. Oh putain, qu'est-ce qu'on en a fait des conneries pour sauver ce putain de monde.
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion, but it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone set off fireworks near the statue, they certainly wouldn't ignore it. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again.
Crie pas victoire trop tôt.
It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this.
Ouais, malheureusement, ça fait pas si longtemps que
Well,
ça.
it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside of here.
Ouais, j'imagine
Oh,
que ça doit
man.
te rendre fou.
I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Tu m'étonnes.
Poor Toma. Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
Tu
The
vas encore
Tenryo
perdre,
Commission is
vieux.
heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards.
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find Yoimiya.
Super. Je suis dégoûté. J'ai pas réussi à l'avoir, malheureusement. Et ça me fait chier. J'aurais adoré l'avoir dans mon équipe Yoimiya. C'est con, hein, mais... On aurait eu Yoimiya, Baal, Ayaka et Sayu également. J'avoue que rien que ces 4 noms, mais ça aurait été un vrai plaisir de jouer cette équipe. Malheureusement, Yoimiya, je ne l'ai pas eu, malheureusement. C'est triste, hein, c'est triste. J'avoue que ça me fait chier. Hop, allons-y. Salut ma grande.
Yoimiya, we need an extra large firework. The super duper big kind.
Extra large firework?
Tout à fait.
You sure came to the right person. As
Merci.
it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago.
Oh.
But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you. Let me know how it turns out.
Ah.
Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just a firework. Come on, what's the worst that could happen?
We'll give it a try. Thanks, Yoimiya.
L'équipe de barbares que l'on se
Lot of
paye.
distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall.
Attendez, entre minuit et... Hop, minuit et 5 heures. Minuit pile. Allons-y. Hop, allons-y. Allons-y, allons-y. Ouais, évidemment.
Stop! I
Merde.
have orders.
Merde, je suis grillé. C'est pas grave. Tadam, me voilà de retour. C'est bon. Je vais grimper sur les poutres. Hop. Ok, juste ici. Oh, 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 oh. Excellente idée.
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught. We
Évidemment.
need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside.
Oh, t'inquiète, on peut lui faire
After I
confiance.
get the
là-dessus.
document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me.
Très bien.
Is this really a good... Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful does it. Watch out for guards and don't get caught.
T'inquiète, on va se débrouiller. Est-ce que je peux grimper sur la statue? Oui, mais je vois pas l'intérêt. Moment, grimpe. Ok, on est bon. 2, 1.
Look at it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. They're all coming this way. Quick, run!
Oui. Oh, bien. Ok, j'y suis. On y est. Méga festival pyrotechnique. Oh le bordel qu'on a foutu. Oh ce bordel. Ce fut un vrai régal. Salut, c'est Béni.
Well, how did it go?
On a allumé le feu d'artifice, on s'est
Well
barré.
done. Let's wait for news from Sayu.
Vendu. Eh ben.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. Everyone is spinning. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious.
Oh, très bonne
Here
idée.
you go. I'm going to sleep now.
Feignasse.
My lady, what are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui.
Oh,
It seems that Kujiaya was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes.
d'accord.
This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Kujiaya. I trust you will have a plan for the next step. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui in Inazuma.
Très bonne
Still,
idée.
mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Ouais,
Again.
évidemment.
We'll just have to trust Kujiai. She is close to the Shogun, so maybe she will have a way. If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting with Yaimiko soon. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Très bonne idée. Allons-y. Parons-nous vite. Et allons-y. Hop. Parfait, on y est.
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone and told no one about this trip.
I
Parfait.
knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan.
Ouais, c'est bon, le doute est installé en
So,
elle.
where is your proof?
La voici.
Ah, how
Ou plutôt les
wonderful.
voici.
Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
Vendu.
What is this?
Bah, les éclairs scintillants s'étendent sur Inazuma. Ils exposent le chemin éternel de la toute-puissance Narukami au Gosho, jusqu'aux mers lointaines répandant son nom à travers le territoire. Votre humble dévoué Kuju Takeyuki sommet humblement ce mémorandum. Le décret de saisie progresse sans encombre. Ô votre excellence, par votre grâce et votre puissance, les apostats ont été abattus, les déserteurs revenus. Tout le monde se plie à votre volonté, accueille les instructions, et ce même jusqu'à dans son cœur. Inazuma est en paix grâce à votre pouvoir divin, votre excellence.
I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
Quelle question?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Tout à fait.
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
Une autre lettre. Elle devrait être claire,
This
celle-là
is
aussi.
a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun too.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you.
Alors, qu'est-ce que tu
Surely.
vas faire?
You aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? This betrayal is unforgivable. Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do.
Wow, du calme.
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway.
Ah oui, l'armée de la Shogun n'a pas de commandant pour commandement pour le moment. On peut en profiter.
Let's catch up with her.
Hold on, traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
C'est quoi?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct?
Tout à fait.
You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day.
Ah d'accord,
If
je
you
vois.
can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need.
Très bien.
Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Oh, un
The
talisman.
Omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you.
J'en prendrai soin.
If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear in the blink of an eye. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Oh.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the traveler.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you.
Très bien, allons-y. Oh là 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 là. Suivez Kujo-Sara jusqu'au quartier général de la commission administrative. Ça y est, il est l'heure de se foutre sur la gueule avec ces connards. Mais qu'est-ce que j'attends le prochain épisode? On a fait déjà une bonne enquête. Non, 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 je vais continuer. Alors, est-ce que je continue? Est-ce que je... je sais pas, qu'est-ce que je fais? Oh, je m'arrête là pour le moment. Allez, allez, allez. C'est bon. Honnêtement, je me fais beaucoup trop plaisir. Je continuerai. Tant pis, vous n'aurez pas Baal avant la prochaine session d'entraînement, la prochaine session d'enregistrement. J'en suis désolé. Moi-même, je suis frustré car j'aimerais tellement l'avoir dans mon équipe. Mais pour le coup, voilà. Oh là là. Mais bon, elle n'est pas améliorée. J'ai pas assez. Enfin, j'ai pas encore assez de ce qu'il faut avec elle. Pour le moment, on va attendre. On va continuer à l'améliorer petit à petit. Ah ouais. Et Kujo-Sara, c'est dommage qu'elle soit pas si intéressante que ça qu'elle soit pas si intéressante que ça. Parce que sinon, je suis sûr qu'elle aurait été excellente. Mais là, voilà. Entre Fischl qui fait un travail de support électro absolument terrifiant et qui implique l'élément électro assez régulièrement et Baal qui fait un travail de support électro et augmente et buff de dégâts absolument terrifiant. Je suis désolé, mais là c'est clairement elle est clairement en dessous de ces deux-là. C'est dommage. Bref, si la vidéo vous a plu, n'hésitez pas à mettre un pouce bleu, un commentaire, ça me fait super plaisir, à activer la cloche et à vous abonner à la chaîne pour ne rien louper du prochain contenu. Je vous dis à la semaine prochaine pour la suite des vidéos. À la prochaine.